My name is Babu Duma Ndlovu, Benyati. I'm the executive producer of Queen Modjadji. We are on the set of Queen Modjadji. Very exciting times, very exciting process. The set is actually the second phase of the series because the series starts during a drought, during the reign of Queen Modjadji's father, Mambo Mogodo, where the huts were much older, there was drought, there was no greenery, and there's devastation because the ancestors were very angry at her father. I'm just going to take you through some of the huts. When we got here, there was nothing here. There was just trees, shrubs, and bush, and we had to clear so that we could build these huts. And all of the huts that you see here are premised around the actual royal homestead in Kilobedu in Polokwane. So this was the inspiration for these huts. For instance, the colors that you see are reminiscent of what used to happen 200 years ago. They used to mix lime and clay to create color. And you'll find that all the colors, the gray represents something, the white represents something. So it would be telling you what's happening inside this hut and who resides in this hut. And I'm sure you will see that we didn't have glasses 200 years ago, and you can see how our windows are looking. We even went to the traditional fruits and vegetables that were used way back then, and some of them are still available in Limpopo. This fruit that looks like peppers, it was actually candy. It's a very sweet fruit, and it plays the role of sweets. And you can see the peppers as well, and you can see the lemon here, and we also have the avocados. We have the sweet potatoes, a variety of sweet potatoes and pumpkins. You can see the fruits, the melons, the mangoes, the pineapples. All of these are resplendent and reflective of life that happened 200 years ago. Most of them are still around even today. And this hut, you can see what we call props in the filmic language. This is a place where Queen Modjadji asked her father's wives, other wives, to come and live in once she took over, because it was her responsibility to take care of them. So you'll find that a number of them lived here, or maybe one, but you can see from the outside that it was a farming community. It was a community that lived off the easy tail of the land, vegetables, fruits, sugar cane, and most of these things you still find them in Limpopo. I'm very interested in this hut. It is in close proximity with Queen Modjadji's hut. You can see the proximity. The woman who lives here is Queen Modjadji's spiritual guide, spiritual advisor, traditional doctor. She's a woman who keeps the rain-making charms and the rain-making horns. When Queen Modjadji has to make rain, she has to come and bring all the artifacts that Queen Modjadji needs to make rain. But she also protects her spiritually, and she makes sure that the queen is always under protection. The designs outside her hut are spiritual symbols that are connected to some of the craft that she practices. You'll find that there's communication with the spirits within the language that you find outside the hut. You can see the texture, and for us, it was very exciting when we saw some of these things and had to recreate them, because it was just giving the film, or it will give the film that we're doing, layers and layers of texture that comes from way back. We also, in our research, discovered that there was a written language that existed through symbols, and some of these symbols encompass some of that language. It was very exciting because you still have very, very few people, but they still exist, who can decipher the language. So we just thought that it's exciting for us to go into that world and be able to bring pieces of information that comes from way back then. The Lobedu people veneer the warthog, and they call it kulube. But also the crocodile and a variety of other animals play a critical role in that ecosystem. What you see down there are the teeth of the crocodiles. They also signify and symbolize something. So there's nothing that they did with their hands that did not have deeper meaning. And then, of course, the grand big heart that belongs to the Queen Modjadji. Again, we designed it after we had traveled away to the Balobedu, and we're very proud of our creation here.